Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has hidden unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure, or admire an old one. What will we find today? Let's dig in. Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
Down here in Florida, the leaves don't change colors in the fall. But up in Kentucky, where I grew up, my parents' neighborhood is vibrant with gold, red, and orange. The world changes from green to brown. But in between, those few weeks of brilliant colors are just amazing. You could be walking down the road, and a good stiff breeze comes up, and suddenly the air is filled with a dazzling array of floating, colorful leaves. It's sad to think, though, that the leaves are colorful because they're dying. The trees, in preparation for winter, cut off their supply of nutrition from the leaves, and they lose their chlorophyll, and they fall off the tree. They change. In fact, the whole landscape changes, from vibrantly alive to starkly dead-looking. That lasts a few months, and then everything begins to bud, flower, and be alive again. And it's not just the seasons that change. If there's one thing that we can depend on in life, it's change. Just when we get used to something, it changes. Friends move away, jobs come and go, circumstances change. And if we base our lives on those things, people, jobs, finances, we're doomed to disappointment, failure, and even chaos as things change. But if we're basing our lives on Christ, we know we have a sure foundation because He is unchangeable. I like the term immutable. In His Word, God tells us in Malachi 3:6, I, the Lord, do not change, so you, the descendants of Jacob, are not destroyed. That's one way He's not like us, not like this world. 1 Samuel 15:29 says, He who is the glory of Israel does not lie or change his mind, for He is not like a human being that He should change His mind. Aren't you glad? He's our stability, our stronghold, our sure foundation. We can be going along just fine, and without warning, we can find ourselves in the hospital because of an accident, jobless because of the economy, or homeless because of a fire. But in that life-changing circumstance, we can have the assurance that our God has not changed. He's still good, loving, and kind. This change in our circumstance didn't surprise Him. He already had it in His sovereign plan. Not only that, but He sees beyond the crisis and knows exactly how to lead us through it. We can depend on His immutable, changeless character. In fact, we can look at the four walls of our hospital room, the bottom of our empty wallet, the ashes of our house, and praise Him. For if we cling to the Lord, every change in our lives shows us more of God's character, brings us closer to Him. In fact, He allows those things in our lives so we can exercise our faith and turn to Him and grow and change to become more like Him. Daniel 2:21 says, He changes times and seasons. He deposes kings and raises up others. You know, He wants us to change. He loves us too much to leave us the way we are. But the Lord Himself never changes. So as we see changes in our lives, whether they seem to us positive or negative, we can say, as James did, every good and perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of heavenly lights, who does not change like shifting shadows. What changes has God brought in your life? How does it change your perspective to know that through everything, God doesn't change? I'd love to hear your thoughts. You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you'll find in the description below. I'm Carla Early, and thanks for listening. And remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.